everyone, I am Chuck Mayer. Welcome to the weekly update. It is 2 weeks out, Christmas is almost here. We got a few things to go over before we look at the fish. One thing I was talking to Connor about, and I'm actually scared to even mention this, but it is something that I'm thinking about and I need your feedback. We've thought about trying to break the weekly update into 2 weekly updates. One that's geared towards saltwater and one that's geared towards freshwater. The thought that I had about this was that maybe you would want to see a few more freshwater fish and maybe the saltwater group would want to see a few more saltwater fish that I can't get into a quick video all in one. I don't know how I even feel about trying to shoot 2 weekly updates back to back, but would you guys be interested in that if we tried it experimentally maybe in a couple of weeks? We would shoot 2 videos, one would come out on Thursday, that would probably be freshwater, one would come out on Friday, that would probably be saltwater. Both would still have the crux of each video with a couple of different little things in it, but one would be more geared towards saltwater products and things, one would be geared more toward freshwater. So I need your feedback for that if you have an opinion about it. So you can put that on YouTube and just kind of let me know how you feel about it. And just like we did with the grind video, that will kind of put me in one direction or another. Now, on with the update. Win a free BioCube, that's what we're doing. But more than that, we're actually giving away 2 gift certificates, a $100 gift certificate and a $50 gift certificate to a runner-up and the runner-up of the runner-up. LED BioCube, we're gonna do the drawing on the 23rd, so you've got time to get it before Christmas. All we ask is that you help us, help him. Did you get him? Okay, good. That you help him get this thing filled up with food because we only have 2 more weeks. We did it last month, we wanna do it this month. Just bring in, it can be 1 can, it can be 50 cans. There's people that are hungry that need to eat and we want to help feed them, and we'll give you a BioCube and 2 gift certificates for it. Division protein skimmers have just arrived from Skimmer. We got them actually last week. We didn't have them out in time to put them in last week's video, but we've got one here. We've even got one on display for you to see under the 65-gallon. 50-50 water to air ratio. It's got a silencer on here, a baffle that can control the height of the water. We've had this protein skimmer on here for a few days now and it's already starting to do a tremendous job. So we have these in all sizes and the price point is fantastic. So definitely want to check out the Division protein skimmers from Skimmer.
Well, we just got in a new shipment of Reef Nutrition and they sent us a pretty cool shirt. I imagine someone's going to jack it from me before the day is over. What we've got Apex pods. These are actually a warm water pod that the mandarin dragonets eat. Connor reminded me of that earlier. These guys need their lid opened so they can get oxygen while they're sitting out here on the counter. The problem is everybody and their brother wants to pick them up and play with them and splash Apex pods all over the counter. So we kind of got to keep an eye on people and make sure they don't do that. There's also the Tigger pods. These guys are much larger. They're easier for the fish to see and get to, but they'll burn out in a warm water aquarium. They normally don't reproduce well. So we use these mostly to train mandarins and other guys to start feeding in the reef tank while our bug and pod population grows to acceptable level. We also have the Phyto Feast, which is going to be phytoplankton. This is for your filter feeders, like your sponges, your tunicates, guys like feather dusters and tube worms. They all love that. And the pods will eat it too.
One thing that I noticed just walking in from shooting this video is the new pirate ships. Scott has been putting out a ton of product that we just got in from Royal. Lots of new resin decorations are in, which are perfect because they make great stocking stuffers. They fit under a tree really nicely, and when you wrap them, no one will know what's in the present. So lots of cool pirate ships, all kinds of different designs, driftwood and things like that. So that's just an observation of what came in. Okay, so one thing that's changing this week here at Fishy Business is that Kat and Ryan have decided to do some redoing of our plant system. We're going to actually have the plants grouped into high light, low light, mid light fish tanks, and we have added these 2 40 breeders, I think they are, if I'm looking right, onto these 2 end caps. So we're going to have a lot prettier display for you rather than a bunch of small little tanks that just don't look as flush with the whole system. You're going to want to watch this space. Ryan's got a video coming up on low light plants this weekend on Saturday, and this right here is going to change daily, so come by and check it out. Okay, so first up on the freshwater list for this week is the Fishy Puffer. We got puffers! This is a cool little puffer that grows about an inch, I think, to 2 inches a year. It does top out very large at about 18 inches. It is a true freshwater puffer. We do not get these very often, but it will have to be kept in either its own likeness groups or by itself. Okay, so how about some assorted medium Oscars? We haven't had these in a while. These came in today looking beautiful. Albino tiger Oscars, it looks like. Tiger Oscars. Yeah, I mean, we've got them now. Assorted medium Oscars, really, really cool. This is the Ogre Gulper Catfish. This is a catfish. While many catfish swallow things many times bigger than them, this is a catfish, much like a saltwater lionfish, that can almost swallow something its same size. This is not to be kept in a tank with small fish. It is not to even be kept in a tank with things very much smaller than it, period. It does get big, but it is super rare, super cool, and it was super something Cat had to have this week. So we've got it, and now we've only got one. So I wanted to show that in the video this week. This is a samurai gourami. It is a dwarf species of gourami that is very colorful. Colorful in terms of the black and white stripes and blocks of color that are on it. It's just very, very cool in the abstract way that its colors are kind of divvied out. Very, very cool little fish, and I have them. This is great for a small fish aquarium. Green Cory cats. Love it when we get Cory cats, green Cory cats actually, that already have a lot of developed color. They call them green Cory cats, but it's actually the gold that really makes them stand out. So gold wrapped around green scales, absolutely beautiful Cory cat. The L128 Blue Phantom Pleco. I almost said Phantom. That would be a new species. Absolutely one of the most beautiful plecos. We sell out of them every time we get them. I know that I have one, I might have two. It's also in here with a gold nugget. But the Blue Phantom, if you're in the market for a really cool, showy pleco that's hardy, that does well and looks beautiful almost every time it comes in, this is the pleco for you. So I'm announcing this in bold, giant letters. These are Dwarf Pea Puffers. We have them back in stock. We got puffers! We sell out of these almost every time we get them. We get out of them, and we get asked about them every single week. They are here, people, for the amount of time that we have them. Dwarf Pea Puffers are back. Iridescent Sharks came in today. These puppies will move around a tank. They are actually a type of catfish in the catfish family. They are very busy fish. They will get some serious size in the tank right next to them. I have bala sharks as well. So we have two very shark-looking sharks this week that came in. All make really cool statements in kind of an open water, a little bit larger tank. Both of these species get very large in terms of freshwater fish size anyway. But both of them are pretty complacent as long as they're in with tank mates that are of relative size to them. So something to look for when you come in. They both have a very shark-like appearance, and they both swim in very much the same pattern as they move around the tank. It would be impossible to do the update this week without showing you these beautiful goldfish that we got in. These are extra large reuncans that just came in. The color is fantastic on them. Both of them are extremely different as far as their patterns. Right below it, I got an extra large oranda, and it too has just fantastic color markings. They just need a bigger tank than what they've got. Beautiful, beautiful goldfish. If you love goldfish, these are for you. Blue Neonstiphodon goby. That's the name on the tank. That's what I just tried to pronounce. Obviously, it's in a tank with beautiful neons, and so it's a very peaceful fish. Don't know the last time, if ever, I have seen these. I don't have a lot of them, but it is a very cool goby. It almost looks like a saltwater goby that's set for freshwater. So obviously, a freshwater community, peaceful type tank. One of them is working on the glass pretty hard. Beautiful, beautiful face on this fish. This is a really cool fish. You want to check this out. So we've made a little loach tank. We have striata botea loaches, we have coolie loaches, we have yo-yo loaches, and we have Chinese butterfly loaches, which are the guys that you may or may not see stuck on the side of the tank. Really cool botea loaches, great bottom cleaners. You can see the coolies. Someone thought enough to put coolie loaches in a tank that doesn't have gravel, so I will enjoy catching them if I absolutely have to. Oh yeah, you can see that Chinese butterfly loach on the wall right there. So really cool loaches in this week. Last but not least on the list of newcomers this week, I wanted to show you the marble hatchet fish that came in. Don't always have hatchet fish, and I think these are the coolest that we get. Really cool. Looks like we got about 12 of them in. These will go fast, so if you want something that's really cool in a peaceful community tank, hatchet fish always look different and look cool. Okay, so in starting off saltwater this week, I was going to do an angelfish video. Gracie said do a clownfish video. Gracie wins, as she usually does. As you can see, all the clownfish that came in this week. Fancy white smudgy clownfish, Wyoming white clownfish, Misbar clownfish, Mocha ocellaris clownfish, Percula clownfish, Mai Tai clownfish, blah 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 blah, Percula Picasso clownfish, Bull Bar Percula clownfish, Chocolate clownfish, Chocolate Wide Bar clownfish, Wide Bar Chocolate clownfish, Green Mandarins, Assorted ocellaris and Percula clownfish. Lots of friggin' clownfish came in this week, and now I see why Gracie wanted me to mention them. We'll do angelfish next week. Let's look at more saltwater fish that came in. Just if you've been in the market for a clownfish of any size, shape, or color, I may have it. One of the most overlooked tangs that comes in often is the Scopus Tang. This is a very beautiful tang. It's a black-gray. It is very, very hardy. It's not as aggressive as some of its counterparts. It is a zebrasoma tang. It is not anywhere near as purchased as a lot of the other tangs, yet it is beautiful as it grows. It is not that expensive, and it is super, super hardy. This is a great first tang. As many of you may or may not know, Hawaii is starting to close down as far as getting fish from there, and we have some yellow tangs this week. So I don't really need to say more than that. If you're in the market for a yellow tang, get them while they're available, because it isn't going to be long till they're not available for some period of time. Beautiful fish, dragon wrasse, just came in. He is not shy even in the slightest. Really, really cool fish. He does kind of create a little bit of havoc with the sand as he typically searches for small invertebrates and stuff in the sand. There's a lot of different commentary on whether these are reef safe. They are reef safe for a while, at least. Anything that's got teeth is going to possibly eat invertebrates. You can kind of watch him pick up things in there. But really cool. He's been playing with the orange shoulder tang for some time, but a very cool fish. Sitting atop the rock right above him is the long-nosed hawkfish. Hawkfish are interesting because they have no swim bladder, so they have to hop from rock to rock. They have a lot of personality. It's a very, very cool fish to have. You want a school of really cool fish on your reef tank and are willing to feed them 2 or 3 times a day, Anthias could be for you. These are some female lyre-tail Anthias. Really, really beautiful. They stay in packs pretty much in the tank. They can look really, really good outside of a really big reef tank. If you've got a smaller tank, 1 or 2 of these are fine, but this is one of those fish you can put a nice group of in your tank, and we just happen to have a nice group. This little soiree has just come in. Black leopard wrasses, regular leopard wrasses. These are some great fish, man. They're statement makers every time they come in. They usually stay out. They're hardy and long-lived. A great wrasse for any tank. Okay, so as you can see, we got in 1 or 2 cleaner shrimp this week. Gracie making sure we're going to have cleaner shrimp through Christmas. This is probably one of my favorite saltwater animals of all kind. They come out, they have a lot of personality for a very simple little creature that to me isn't very simple at all. They're actually trying to clean parasites off of me. And I guess they'll go back to their rock in a second. I want to say we're getting close to Christmas. Thank you guys for the wonderful year you've given us, for putting up with us, for allowing us to come into your home. And I hope to see you this weekend. There is a lot. Gracie has 3 saltwater shipments coming this week. This is not the only thing, just a few things I showed tonight. These are just some things that came in. We're stocking up heavy this week and next week to get through Christmas, so you're going to want to pay very close attention to the weekly updates as they pop out, at least in these next 2 weeks if you want to stock your tank. One other thing is, as I said in the beginning of the video, please let us know how you would feel about 2 separate videos with the weekly update, or do you like seeing everything together? I don't have a premonition about doing it one way or the other. I just thought after all this time, hey, maybe one group wants to see more freshwater, one group wants more saltwater. How can we make things better for you? Please bring in your canned goods, get in the competition. We've got the free tank, we've got the free gift certificates, not one but two. And I guess that's it. God bless, have a great week, and we'll see you back next week.